In this episode, we're going to look at 2 new knots, and the purpose of these knots are to connect the braid from your reel to the lure and create a finished product. So here's how we go. Here's how we get started on this. We have in my hand 20-pound monofilament. Same, looks just like 20-pound fluorocarbon. This is the last attachment to your lure or your hook so that it is almost invisible to the fish. Now you say, how do I get this attached to my line? That's the purpose of the double uni knot. So first, let me show you how you tie a uni knot to your hook or your lure. Here's the hook eye or the lure eye. Here's your monofilament. Insert the tag end in, pull out approximately 5-6 inches, pinch it. With this line, make a loop, preferably in the direction of the way the line is bent, and then loop it 4 to 5 times inside there. 1, 2, you can get a little hairy here when it gets right down to the end. 2, 3, 4, 5. We now have looped it 5 times. Pull it, not real tight, but just get it a little snug with the tag end. Now take the line, the balance of your leader line, wrap it around your finger, hold the lure or the hook, and pull this and cinch it up just like that to your eye. Pull the tag end, make sure it's tight, and you now have a uni knot attaching there. We'll proceed to cut the tag end off. Now, that is a finished product. Now you have the other end of your leader material, the other end of the mono or fluorocarbon. Here we go. Okay, now we have the other end of the leader, 20-pound mono. We have to connect to, this is 80-pound lime green braid, which for all intents and purposes will say this is what you're using from your reel. 90% of people today use braid. So, we've got the braid and we've got the mono. Let's double up approximately 8-10 inches. Line is cheap. You want as much as you can to work with. Here's the braid. We're going to make a little loop. We're going to pinch it down, cinch it down like this. And we're going to take the braid and bring it through 5 times. The reason I'm doing that, braid, when it tightens up, is so sharp and so tight, the knot, the constriction, it will bind into the monofilament. So we'll do 5 loops into this. Here's 1, 2, here's 3, 4, and the last one, 5. Now we'll take it, just pull it a little bit. That's it, not real tight. Then we're going to pinch down on that knot. Here's your leftover leader. We're going to do a uni knot here as well. Make a loop. We're going to go 3 times around because mono doesn't bite the way braid does. 3 times around the braid. That's 1 loop. 1 loop here. Here we go. Be nice if they would cooperate with me. Here we go. We'll start it again. 1 loop. 2. 2. And the last one is 3. There we go. 3. All right, now we'll pull it just snug. Now we have a knot with the mono on the braid on the mono. This knot, this line and this knot need to be wet and lubricated. So either you put it in your mouth, and that's what I do, or just wet your fingers, as I've done, and we'll wet this down. The reason is we're going to tighten up on the braid, tighten up on the leader, and pull it. And as you can see, the knots are sliding together, and they jam up. This has also been referred to as a double jam knot. We'll pull the tag end, make sure that there are no loose ends. And here you have it. Let's get the tag ends out of the way. This is a double uni knot. We'll cut the tag ends. Make sure you have a sharp pliers with sharp blades on it to cut braid. Snip the mono. Remember, this knot is used primarily for leader material to the fishing line. Dissimilar diameters, dissimilar materials, yet you can still tie a thin leader to a heavier braid and vice versa.